And I saw when he opened up the seal the sixth, and shaking great occurred, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon whole became as blood, and the stars of the heaven fell into the earth, as fig tree is throwing the unripe figs of it by wind great being shaken, and the heaven was separated from as little book being rolled up, and every mountain and island out of the places of them they were moved. And the kings of the earth and the greatest men and the chilly arches and the rich and the strong and every slave and freeman they hid themselves into the caves and into the rock masses of the mountains, and they are saying to the mountains and to the rock masses, fall you upon us and hide you us from face of the sitting upon the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb, because came the day the great of the wrath of them, and who is able to stand? Then cometh the end, when he shall have delivered up the kingdom to God, even the Father, when he shall have put down all rule and all authority and power. For he must reign, till he hath put all enemies under his feet. The last enemy that shall be destroyed is death. For he hath put all things under his feet. Then Moses reached out with his hand over the sea, and the Lord swept the sea back by a strong east wind all night, and turned the sea into dry land, and the waters were divided. So the sons of Israel went through the midst of the sea on the dry land, and the waters were like a wall to them on their right and on their left. Then the Egyptians took up the pursuit, and all Pharaoh's horses, his chariots, and his horsemen went in after them into the midst of the sea. But at the morning watch, the Lord looked down on the army of the Egyptians through the pillar of fire and cloud, and brought the army of the Egyptians into confusion. He caused their chariot wheels to swerve, and he made them drive with difficulty, so the Egyptians each said, Let me flee from Israel, for the Lord is fighting for them against the Egyptians. Now when Moses saw that the people were out of control, for Aaron had let them get out of control to the point of being an object of ridicule among their enemies, Moses then stood at the gate of the camp, and said, Whoever is for the Lord, come to me. And all the sons of Levi gathered together to him. And he said to them, This is what the Lord, the God of Israel says, Every man of you put his sword on his thigh, and go back and forth from gate to gate in the camp, and kill every man his brother, and every man his friend, and every man his neighbor. So the sons of Levi did as Moses instructed, and about 3,000 men of the people fell that day. Then Moses said, Dedicate yourselves today to the Lord, for every man has been against his son and against his brother, in order that he may bestow a blessing upon you today. And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast. These have one mind, and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. These shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them, for he is Lord of lords, and King of kings, and they that are with him are called, and chosen, and faithful.